What's good, everybody? Welcome to Live for No Reason.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
we are a little short-handed tonight, as you can tell, but we do have the mighty talented Gulf Coast Pickers with us. Oh, let me turn down my daggone freaking. All right. We do have Gulf Coast Pickers with us. Ryan is in the house to help us carry the show
Gulf
tonight.
Coast.
We
Right, the
have
you, baby.
Buffalo and Middleman are on the road. They're both on the road right now, so we want to wish them a
Don't lie
safe.
for middleman. He's scared because the hurricane's in the house.
He knew you were coming on, so maybe I don't know. He knew you were coming on,
Yeah, man. You might just want to feel that pressure, man.
He didn't. He got scared.
but
Hey,
they're both on the road. Safe travels. I know the weather
yeah,
here in Tennessee,
yeah,
where I'm at. I mean, there's tornadoes touching down everywhere tonight. So
yeah.
if my screen goes black, hey, carry on in my name, everybody. Just carry it on. My power might go out. Who knows what's going to happen? Uh, Memphis is on high alert right now, but I was looking at the Weather Channel before we came on, and it looks bad all across Tennessee. I don't know how you guys are doing down there in Florida, Ryan, or where you're at, Chris, but weather is going to be bad tonight. So
Hey, we expecting some bad heat, man, but not right now, man. It's good around where I'm at right here. It's a little rainy, you know. Hey, man, it's Mother Nature. She running that thing, man. I'm just following her lead.
yeah,
You
hey,
did?
Mother Nature gonna do her thing no matter
Yeah,
what.
man.
She
What
gonna
we
do her
think?
thing no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Everything good down there, Ryan? Where you're at?
Oh yeah, it's hot. We went straight into summer. Ain't had rain
Yeah,
in like 2 months.
went from cold to summer,
Straight
right?
to summer. It's
I
85
got
degrees
you.
right now.
Hey,
So I
AC.
want to wish everybody happy Friday first of all. Nita J's in the chat. How you doing, Nita? Thanks for joining us. Like I always say, you could be anywhere in the world right now, but you listening to us on a Friday night on YouTube. I appreciate the love. However, I will say this. I will say this. Now, you guys know me. If you follow me on Instagram or YouTube or whatever, you know me. All right. Subscribers and followers isn't nothing I'm really worried about. Unless it comes to my restaurant business. Then I need some followers and subscribers in my restaurant. But since we started this show, we trying to build this rocket ship. We trying to take off into the stratosphere, right? And educate everyone on how to do this reselling thing. I done lost about 30 subscribers since doing this show. Not
Man,
that not that it means a lot. Hey, if you don't want to ride on this rocket ship, you want to take your luggage and depart the rocket ship, that's cool with me. I'm all about it. It's all good. Only real riders welcome anyway. But I need y'all to spread some love about the show, man. We're trying to keep this thing going. We're trying to keep it going. We're trying to move in the right direction. Uh, I think some of the shows we've had on here have been very impactful, very informational. I mean, we got some people that have been in the game a long time, giving you guys some very, very good insight on this reselling game and other things that we do. And we have a hard hitter on with us tonight, Ryan. I mean, the guy's a hard hitter. He knows what he's doing. I think your YouTube channel is
My mic low. I need a real mic is what I need.
can you
Is that
turn up
better,
golf?
Buffalo? That sound better?
yeah,
I can hear you. I can hear you just fine.
yeah, you cool.
Um, okay, Buffalo said he lost 300 because you're hanging out with me. That's why. You associated with mess hall. You're gonna lose people. No, it's all good.
I don't think it's the show. I think it's just YouTube, man. That was so up and
No,
down
no,
before I got to a thousand.
it's
Oh,
just jokes, man. It's all good. I don't really care that much. But my goal is just to give back. That's all this show has ever been about since we were on Defend the Hustle. It's just about giving back because nothing feels better to me than giving back to people that have questions, man. That's why we do this. That's why I have a presence on social media. That's why we all have a presence. Is I want to give back. I want to help people. There's a lot of pain and struggle in the world, man, and we want to be that lifeline for somebody. Somebody, one person. That's all it takes, right? One person to benefit from what we do. So I always start the show off with our reseller recap. I want to go around the horn, see what you guys have been up to, how reselling's been for you for this past week. I know we've been off air for a couple weeks, so we can just go into the last few weeks of reselling, life, hustling, like whatever you want to talk about. starting with my main man, Glass City. I know you've been down and out a little bit. I'm glad you're feeling better. Love to see you on the show. Just update us on what's been going on, brother.
Hey
I'm
man,
gonna,
hey,
I'm gonna pull you up. Hold on, let me pull you up big too. I'm gonna pull you up big.
big Willie status. What's happening?
Yeah, I like seeing you front and center because you deserve the most.
Hey man, I appreciate that. How y'all doing on this Friday, man? Good Friday too. Believe that. Man, we just been like I said, like you said, I've been under the weather a little bit last few weeks, but we've been maintaining, man. You know, the script hasn't changed for us. You know, we got a little more wrinkles up on our sleeve, but to stay tuned. And other than that, man, we've been hustling. Stuff been going out the door, man, because we ain't had no reason to really go buy anything. We looked at our inventory and said, let's just push this. Let's push this on out. So we just been doing that on a slow basis, eBay majority. And they picked up these last few weeks. To be truthful, she been running to that post office. You know, wifey ain't with me today. She got obligations, but she right here. There you go, my man. What's
Here he
happening?
is. He popped in. Look at
Like,
this.
I ain't ducking no smoke. I feel you,
Oh,
D. Tell him again. But
Ah,
yeah, man, we just been chilling, bro. We ain't been making no real noise, man. Like I said, been staying sucker free doing us, you know, and glad to be here on this Friday, man.
that's what I'm talking about. Middleman, you made it. You know what I'm saying? You made it. Battle of
Yeah,
Florida. Will the Battle of Florida has undergone. Let's get it. So how's the past week been for you, middleman? Let me start with you. How have things been going? I know you've been busy with the jobby job, but how are things reselling wise been for you?
for me, Amazon been picking up more so than anything. I see Walmart started, but eBay just slowed down. I ain't been listing too much on eBay lately. Most of all my
Yeah,
stuff been Amazon or Walmart because they're a lot easier to list on. But other than that, it been good. I've been trying to keep up the inventory. I'm about to meet up with Buff tomorrow for the MegaCon, so uh, I'll be down there trying to pick up some more inventory. But I'm gonna try not to go crazy because I've been purchasing stuff when I said I wasn't gonna purchase anything. So now I got to really take a freeze on buying right now. And
That's in Orlando, right? The MegaCon? Is that
yeah,
Orlando?
yep, Orlando.
All right. Is that mostly like toys and stuff, or what is it?
It's some of everything. They gonna have a lot of special guests down there this year here too. Yeah, but mostly toys. You'll see all kind of rooms full of toys and costumes, and what I mean, things of that nature. But just all around, I guess, fun for the kids and things like that
Right.
because they have shows and things like that.
So it's kind of like a Comic Con mixed with some other things. People be dressed up and stuff.
Yep, that's what they're gonna be.
Okay.
They're gonna be in their cosplay outfits and things.
Yeah,
So
man. Yeah. All right,
yeah,
Gulf Coast, man. Appreciate you being here, first of all. You and I have been following each other on Instagram for a while. I love your journey. I love watching what you do, man. You're doing some big things. I know your YouTube channel is doing well. Uh, every time you post something, man, I was just like, hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Ryan getting it. So tell us how your week's been, reselling wise, or however you want to, YouTube. Things been going good for you.
everything's been going good. I appreciate you having me. I love your IG. Freaking, it's funny or not. I don't know what.
Thank you.
eBay was slow for the past couple through the week, but I didn't really list a whole bunch towards the end of last week, so I think that's why it picked up yesterday, and today a little. Just had a big sell, $120 freaking Star Wars figure on card. YouTube has been going pretty good. The last video didn't do hot, but I had one video hit 25,000 first ever to get that big. So
sweet.
That's
it's been
awesome.
nice. That's a grind in itself. It's tough. I'm part time. I have a hearing aid business. I'm a second generation hearing aid specialist. So in between patients, I'm listing stuff, and then I go home and edit videos. It's a grind, but I love it. It's fun.
Yeah, that's the other thing that I wanted to talk to you a little bit about because we all have other things going on. You know me, I got like 17 jobs. You ever watching Living Color growing up? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
he
been,
only
I don't
has
know. I feel
3
like,
jobs. I got like 17 jobs. So I get it's hard. It's really hard, man. Trying to do what you're supposed to do to be successful as a reseller and maintain, you know, everything you're supposed to do on YouTube and Instagram and social media and trying to ship things. And I used to run the thrift stores on my lunch break. And I mean, it's hard. It really is trying to do this as a side hustle because it does take up a lot of time. But yeah, I love that post that you put when you're setting up all the little action figures and the GI Joe stuff. It brought back a lot of memories, man.
it
I
was
was like,
fun.
GI Joe's my thing. That's still my thing. For me, this
What
week's been the last 2 weeks have been insane at the restaurant. For those of you that don't know, I own a restaurant in Kentucky. Um, we're a veteran owned business. Me and my business partner are both veterans. Um, and for some reason, we've been just blowing up. The city's embraced us. Things have been crazy. We're doing five times the numbers we usually do, and it's just the two of us in there with my daughter helping out as a waitress. It's been a lot, so we're now got to start looking into hiring and expanding and doing all that stuff. Reselling wise, I've been slacking a lot. Like you guys said, eBay has been slow for me as well this week. Um, but the good thing about it is I'm selling 3 or 4 things a day still, but they're very high profit 3 or 4 things. I'll sell 3 things, but I'll make $400 profit. You know what I mean? So it's okay. It's okay if it's like that. If I'm selling 3 or 4 things, making $10 profit, that's different. But the small amount of things I'm selling are very high profitable items, which is great. I want to give a shout out to Sheena, who's in the chat, creating nickels. She was on the show. If you guys don't remember, we had her on. She does all kinds of creative things. She's an artist. She's a creator. And anytime I have an idea in my head, she's the one that I go to. You guys know I'm a horror movie fan. I sent her this picture. That's all I sent her. I said, hey, I want this picture on a Tumblr.
That's dope.
And she made it happen. I mean,
Nice.
she's insane with it, man. I mean, insane. And the other thing that I love about the work she does, I have another cup that's like this one. It's the cat oil filter one that she does. I've washed that thing, and you're not supposed to put it in the dishwasher. She tells you don't put it in the dishwasher, but I'm lazy. So I've put it in the dishwasher. I probably washed it 30, 40 times in the dishwasher. It still looks just like this, brand new. Still. So if any of your creative business or logo needs, go to her, Creating Nickels. She's the best, man. Any project I've ever sent her, she's made it happen, and shipping is like the fastest thing ever for some reason. I always get it in like 2 days. So I know we had a couple people interested in doing tumblers for their business or a party or whatever you got going on. She's the person you need to hook up. She's in the chat right now. Appreciate you coming out. Thank you. Thanks to everyone that's in the chat. I appreciate you. Big Brother Buff is in the chat. Hey, be safe out there. But where you got? You gonna say anything else? You anything else about reselling before we get into the topic? Anybody? Chris, you got something?
I know. I've been on Whatnot, man. I've been a Whatnot hooker. I've been soliciting myself on Whatnot lately.
Soliciting yourself?
Yeah, man. So I've been getting me some nice finds on there, man. I'm gonna show y'all a couple things I grabbed off there. But
you want to do that? You want to do that now?
hey, man. No, I'll wait a minute. I'll go ahead.
Okay.
I'll scat and go grab it. But yeah, man, it's been something different. I heard my boys talking about it all the time, talking about how y'all been, pickabooing and stuff. I've been following some little shoe dudes on there, been following some other people doing their thing, and I see them come up with something, man. I like, man, come on, I can invest a couple dollars in that, So yeah, that's what I've been doing on the side, man, a little bit. Just I said soliciting myself, but I'm just saying I'm being a newcomer to the game, so I ain't trying to take myself up top by going buck wild, because I done seen a lot of deals I had to hold my hands on and just let them pass you by, especially when that number get outside of where you really want to, you know what I mean? And you know it will make you some money, but you like, no, I'm gonna stay in my, you know, my bracket right now. So I'm just studying that, man. Then I've been playing, me and Buff, man, been learning some few things, man, about some other things we're trying to transition to, you know, and been learning about that, man. It's been a different whole kind of stuff just been going on with us around here, man, where it's plans that hasn't been written down, but they trying to form, and they forming at the right time. So just being patient with the studies and keep trying to learn and see where I get in and fit in at, and then try to make my money. And that's what's been going on right now. So we've been learning new trades, but man, y'all been on Whatnot, man, and just been hanging out, just like a creeper, just going to everybody's little room, you know what I'm saying? Trying to see, can I catch something, you know? So it's been all right, man. It's been fun, you know, seeing what deals you can get off that joint. But I do got some slabs, man. I'm gonna show y'all that I got for very great prices, man. So
well, yeah. I'm excited to see what you found, man.
Yeah,
so
man.
go grab it real quick.
I'm gonna go get that. I'm gonna go get these slabs.
Yeah, go grab it. Let me
give me a
what you
second.
got.
I'll go get these slabs.
Hey, Meso, what's that
Yes.
G.I. Joe figure you said that you were looking for?
Well, here's the thing. I'm glad you brought it up, because speaking of Whatnot, there is a G.I. Joe seller on Whatnot. And I crashed his room one night, and I was like, hey man, I'm a huge Tunnel Rat fan. Do you have a Tunnel Rat laying around? And he said, yeah, I got a Tunnel Rat. So I was able to grab one. This is Tunnel Rat right here.
Nice.
So this is the original 1987 version. And I only paid $12 for him. So that was great that I got it for $12. I mean, he doesn't have the accessories, the weapons, or anything like that. It's just him as the figure. But he sits right here now. You know, I got my little Tunnel Rat sitting up by my computer. So he was my favorite G.I. Joe when I was growing up. And I had this one. I had this when I was a kid. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool. Like total nostalgia, throwback stuff. But Tunnel Rat is my guy. Anybody, if you want to send me something, Tunnel Rat is my guy. Roll Squirrel, what's up? Thanks for letting me lure you in. You know, it's my great looks. I know everybody wants to come check me out when I'm on live. You know what I'm saying? I got you. Thank you, Roll Squirrel. I appreciate you. But have you been on? Did you get any scores on Whatnot? I know you're trying to save money, middleman, but it's hard, man. It's hard when them deals are out there.
I know. I grabbed a couple things off of Whatnot, but the Transformers, you know, it wasn't. I ain't do too much. Like I said, I've been trying to stop buying until tomorrow, but it's harder than because I hit Ross up not too long ago.
Ross, really? They got some good toy deals in there at Ross?
They got some deals in there that you can run up on because they're still marking down.
Right. Yep.
Remember the markdown, the 99-cent markdown, or whatever they say. There's some of that stuff still in there. You know what I mean? So, hey, that's a little nugget for you if you want to go to Ross. Look hard and good. There's some items in there.
What about you, Ryan? You got any good deals lately? Any bolos you want to share or anything like that?
No, I can't think of any bolos. I'm just hoping that guy that I got all them G.I. Joes from calls me back. He says he's got a ton of figures and a ton more stuff.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm hoping he calls me back.
That's what it's all about, is those connections, man. You find those connections, you know what I mean? Especially if they know specifically what you're looking for. That's the key. They got to know specifically what you're looking for. And those are the kind of guys that can find it for you. You ready, Glass City? You got the goods?
Yeah, we can rock.
All right, hold on. Let me put you on Front Street. Go ahead.
Okay, you see that?
Oh yeah.
Ooh, that's sick.
That is nice. 9.8, man. Woo.
I grabbed him, and my guy said he got a couple of these, and I got mine cheaper than he got his.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of these joints, man. Like I said,
That's beauty. That's a beauty, man.
Yeah, you know, these things ain't for me.
But the one thing I love about Whatnot is these guys, a lot of times they're going to take a loss on the things they sell.
Yeah.
They they just want to get rid of some of their stuff. They want to clear out their inventory. So
Hey
I'm all about
man,
it.
I'm one of them guys that be much obliged.
Yeah.
This one right here, y'all
Dead
rocking
body
out.
detectives. They got Shazam on the back of it, huh?
Dead boy detectives.
Yeah, Dead Boy Detective.
Dead boy. Dead boy detectives.
Would he have something to do with Shazam?
Hey man,
Oh,
your net is as good as mine, but when I looked it up, I didn't care about that because that book was never supposed to been the one I supposed to been got. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So the young lady made a mistake on sending me the wrong book on this one. You feel me? So I'm waiting on him to send me the other one, and hopefully he tell me I can keep this one. And this a 83 right here, 83 or 84.
Nice.
Oh yeah. So
So
graded comics is a good thing to get into, Glass City. Is that the thing?
hey
Graded
man,
comics?
hey, like I said, man, this money ain't for me. You know what I mean? If I can get the right ones and get the right ones that can always jump up in value and and get it at a right price, yeah, it's definitely something you can look at to say, I'll try that, see what that can do. Them for the grandkids, man. I just get them some stuff put up, that's their money. If I can get that little significant run, you never know what kind of books I come across. That's for y'all, man. you know,
Absolutely.
and y'all might can
Uh,
sell one of them things, get y'all first car and apartment, and have a couple dollars in your pocket. You never know, So, but yeah, man.
so so barter mania got a good point here. Pass out cards at sales with a list on the back of your top 10 items you source. I like that idea. That's a great idea. Like Buffalo always says, let people know what you do. Don't be afraid or ashamed of it. Just let them know what you do. But hey, man, I'm a reseller. I get goods and I resell. That's what I do. Nita J says she came across some stuff on the side of the road, and in this tote with beer cans in it, they threw out a bunch of GI Joe accessories. No dolls, but weapons and clothes. The great thing about old GI Joe accessories is they sell well too. You can
Yep.
sell if you just have the legs of a certain figure that people are looking for. You can sell the legs, you can sell the weapons, you can sell parts to vehicles. It's insane, man. Everything got some value to it. So um make sure you part that stuff out. Need to look it up, and you can still make some money just on
Did you?
parts.
Did you?
There's a website you can go to find out what you have. I can't think of it offhand, but there's a website for GI Joes. You might can Google it and it'll come up.
Yeah, because the thing about it is, I've come across some stuff. I've found some GI Joe vehicles in the past where I had to end up selling it for probably $60-$70 less than it would have been worth if all the parts were complete on it. So if you can just buy up the parts you're missing, it can increase the profits on whatever you have.
I do have a bolo. If I can go, let me go find it.
Yeah, go find it, man. We'll see what you got.
So you
I
want
see you got some cool stuff in the background there.
Yeah, it's assortment of stuff.
so we want to start showing. You want to start showing some of the stuff that we picked up from.
Yeah, man. Yeah, if you got something, go grab it. I want to show. We want to do a show and tell. We can show the people what we got.
Okay.
You got some stuff, middleman?
Yeah, I picked up some wrestling, some transformers,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You got some
Man, y'all
wrestling.
want
I
to do
gotta
that,
see.
man?
I'm a
Hold on,
wrestling.
man.
I'm a wrestling person, man. I need to see some wrestling, especially WrestleMania coming up. The beautiful New England Betty Boop is in the house. Thank you so much for being here. Uh, Probably one of my favorite people on the planet. She is the lone one person that liked my post when I said we were doing a show tonight. I appreciate the love. Thank you so much. Um, without a doubt, ride or die. I hope your gym strength is coming through. I need some gym strength. I know every time I start a new workout program, I give up after 2 weeks because I'm so lazy. But I see you out there grinding. I'm watching you. I'm watching you, Lisette. I see you. Roman's in the house. Always keeps us laughing with all his awesome memes he be posting all the time. Appreciate you coming out. Those memes be cracking me up, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Buddy Rose in the
Thanks,
house.
thanks for keeping us laughing, Roman. I appreciate it. Um, you ready? Are
I'm
you
ready.
ready?
You
All
might have
right.
seen it on my IG. It's
Well, hold
the
on. Let me blow it up real quick. Go ahead.
so this is the I think it's 1987 Sears exclusive GI Joe Cobra thing.
That is nice, dude.
It's missing
Nice.
the propeller, but I still listed this on auction for starting at $100. There's one with the propeller broken, but it has one of the pieces to the propeller and another piece to it listed for like 3 something. There's one without the skis listed for 116, something like that, 119. This thing sold new in the box for $1,700. It also comes with another one. There's another one that comes with it. It's a double one. But if you have that, if you can find both of them, it's ridiculous. If you can find it in the box sealed, out of control. Out of control.
I'll be looking for that at MegaCon tomorrow. Then
Yeah, Sears exclusive, Cobra Fang.
All right. That is okay. Since we doing GI Joe stuff, all right. I don't want to be a one upper around here or nothing, Ryan. All right, because I'm all about the U winning the national championship. I am all about the U. All right.
okay.
But
That's right,
my
middleman.
my second favorite GI Joe was Serpentor. If you guys remember Serpentor,
Yeah,
I don't know.
and I happen to have a collection of the Serpentor chariots.
I remember that.
So I got 3 of them, right, that are incomplete.
Nice.
But I just got this in. It's an accessory pack that will at least complete one of them. So I'll have one complete Serpentor original chariot, and I'll just sell the other 2 as is. But Serpentor was my dude. So I do have some Serpentor chariot parts if anybody's interested.
It's crazy the parts how parts do well.
It's got the nice decals, Cobra logos. These things are in like mint condition too. So I was super stoked to find those. All right. Let me get off my high horse. I want to see what middleman talking about wrestling. I gotta see some wrestling from you, man, because I'm all about wrestling, dude.
all right. Anybody who's been watching wrestling for a long time, I'm gonna show some figures that some wrestlers I grew up with, knowing. Some of y'all gonna know who some of them are. Maybe some people might not. All right, remember him?
British Bulldog? No,
Nope.
Arn Anderson.
Arn Anderson, part of the Four Horsemen. You remember the Four Horsemen? Do any of y'all old enough? Well, I know everybody old enough for that.
I'm definitely old enough, Sarge. Yes.
Do you remember him, right?
I remember Arn Anderson.
Okay. What about him? Barry Windham.
Man, that's old school.
Way old.
You remember him?
That's old.
Yeah.
Yep. I got Tatanka. Remember Tatanka?
Oh yeah, Tatanka, man. He'll run out with the little fingers above his head like a buffalo.
You find him. He's not in great shape, but I still can make money off of him. If you find him, he's gonna run you anywhere from $60 to $100.
Hey, middleman, turn that upside down and look at his hands that are sitting in there. Turn it upside down.
Oh no!
Look at his hands that are sitting in there.
Say boo.
What's that shit?
Oh geez, here we go. It's starting. The Battle of Florida has begun.
All right, now everybody know this guy, but what's his name now?
That's the Undertaker, baby. Undertaker right there.
Before he was the Undertaker.
Yeah,
Mean Mark Callis.
Mean Mark Callis. Yep.
A lot of people don't know that. that he was wrestling under a different name before he became the Undertaker. It's okay. I got RS. You remember him?
Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
IRS, man.
See? Now here's the guy that was real good in his time when he was on top of things. Harley Race.
Harley Race.
for my time.
Y'all remember Harley Race?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a throwback episode right
Yeah.
here.
Man, I
This is
picked
a
them up
throwback.
because I grew up with a lot of these wrestlers and they still worth money online. Okay, now here's another one that a lot of younger folks definitely ain't gonna know.
George the Animal Steel. Yep.
Remember him?
Yep.
He used to have
Yep.
the green tongue. He used to be biting people and everything.
Yeah, man.
George the Animal Steel.
Yep. And there's some nice ones, man.
And I ran across a figure that I'd never. Oh, I got one more because I know everybody knows this one. This guy right here. He was one of the guys that was scaring people with.
Jake the Snake.
Yep.
Yep, Jake the Snake's the
Hey,
man.
Roberts, boy.
Now, he was the man back then with all the pythons and stuff. Okay, now I got a transformer that I never saw before, and I happened to run upon it on Whatnot.
Uh-oh.
When I saw it, I said I'm gonna have to buy it because it might be worth something. Turns out to be is about $100 figure.
Nice.
A Top Gun transformer. You ever see Maverick? I've
What?
never seen this before.
I never seen that.
Wow, was it like a movie promo or merchandise or something?
Yeah, made by Hasbro.
Nice.
And so it's legit.
I got some Top Gun. I got some Top Gun Lego. Top Gun Legos.
You do? So I never knew they were making.
Yeah.
They made transformers out of Top
Yeah.
Gun.
Yep. That's nice right there, boy.
That's awesome. How
Yeah, that's
much
nice,
that one?
bro.
How much that one worth?
Well, I paid 60 for it, and I think it's like 120 or something like that. I got it just because I didn't know. I never saw it before. If I sell it, if I don't, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It'll probably be kept for a little while until the price go up on it. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
pretty
guarantee you right now, Buffalo Picker eyebrows just raised up. Hearing about this one, you know, his eyebrows just raised up.
It's not too many in circulation, and you know, with Amazon, you got to type this type of stuff in,
Definitely.
and they
Definitely.
arrange it.
Yeah, that's one of those name your own price type items almost. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I even seen it on eBay.
Yeah. You probably name your own price for that one.
When I saw it, I said I had to have it.
Yeah.
So
So I got one. See if you guys remember this guy. I got the old 1985 rubber.
Jim Duncan.
No, this is Hillbilly Jim, man.
Oh, Hillbilly Jim. Yeah, I see the hat now. Got you.
Hillbilly Jim rubber wrestlers, man, from like 1985. This is one of my prized possessions I have. It's on my shelf over here, but I love Hillbilly Jim. He's from Kentucky. He's from right across the way from where I'm at. All right, so with all that, a lot of love in the chat. I appreciate you guys, everybody. You guys enjoyed the wrestling segment. I appreciate you. WrestleMania is coming up. You know what I'm saying? That's where Mike Tyson got his biting skills from George the Animal. And George the Animal, the one who used to bite the turnbuckle. That was George the Animal. Yeah. So let's slide into the topic for tonight. So the topic for tonight is location, right? Obviously, we got the Battle of Florida going on with Ryan and Middleman over here. The Battle of Florida, right? We're all kind of in like the Southeast region. That's where we all kind of call home right now. But what I want to get into is I see a lot of comments, especially when I post stuff like thrift shop finds or things I found at Ross or whatnot. Some people will comment under my post, wow, we don't have stuff like that where I'm from. Or the thrift stores where I'm from are out of control. Or we don't have Goodwill bins where I'm from. Or the Walmart we have sucks. There's nothing ever on clearance. I see a lot of these comments. So that kind of sparked my interest in talking about this tonight is how important is where you are, where your location is to how you source. Um, I know Middleman's an Amazon seller. Chris is an Amazon seller. Does it matter if like there's an Amazon warehouse close by to where you are? Does that change, the numbers at all? Um, but let's start with where you are currently and the places you have to source. Does location really matter that much? I want to get your thoughts on that, Glass City. Go ahead, Chris.
Well, yeah, location do it does play a part. You got to look at it. If you're in rural areas, man, and you got one buck store, one light, and everything else like that, man, yeah, man, it's gonna be kind of tough, to get those kind of deals or whatever else you're looking for. So, but in the same breath, I guess I want to say, if you really want to get into this and you don't have, places where you could go and get, the deals and go hustle at and stuff, you get in that old car. Or if you got a car, if you get in that old car and you go outside, you go on the map and start checking to see what Walmart is here, what thrift store is here, outside your little town or your little city. 8 states ain't that far when you somewhere. You can get somewhere on the highway. So if you're really eager to play this game and hustle hard for it, you're gonna make a way. You're just not gonna say, hey, nah, it ain't nothing here. I can't do nah. Everybody don't have the same things, but it's a lot of things out there. It is all up to you to put your boots to the ground and try to see what you can get. But I will say location do play a part, but it's also play a part on the person that's really trying to hustle, the person that's really trying to get the items, the person that's really trying to make their business or whatever they're trying to do, side hustle. If they want that money, they're gonna make a way to go get what they need, to keep their thing rolling. So it's up to you, I believe, too. I don't think it's just all about location. It's up to you on what you want to do, because we've been on the highway plenty of states to states, and packing down. So it's never been that problem. Hey, if you can't get it like that, hey man, they got websites where you can go online. They deliver pallets to you. It's plenty of ways to get in the game, man. You ain't always got to go thrifting. Hey man, you ain't always got to go on retail arbitrage. It's plenty of different ways to get inventory and stuff like that. So, but I'm gonna get off this box and just say, hey, it's up to you, man. Did you want to hear some other politically
muted mess off?
I know. I
did you want to hear something different from that? I could have went another way if you needed me to, but I just feel like, sometimes, we beat the broom on the head with the, and, with some of these things that we look at people and say, man, this game is good, man. If you want to get it in, this game can get you some bread, man. You know what I'm saying? It really can. It can provide you an extra income. I can put it like that. Because, the way it's looking, everybody going to need an extra income as things start playing itself out, So, I don't know. I'm trying to be on the side of winning. So, however I can get it in, man. Plus, I got a nice team around me, too, that helps, those situations. Like my dude always say, networking. My bro always say network, and I believe in that, too, like you said, man, motherfuckers don't know, if you don't let them know, they won't know. Man, this is what I'm doing. What you doing with that phone? Hey, man, I'm scanning on Amazon. I'm scanning on eBay. I'm scanning this thing on Walmart. But, if you want this game, if this is what you're trying to do, you'll find items to get, man. It's just that simple. You'll find deals somewhere. Your next door neighbor got some stuff she's trying to throw out the house. Go check it out and see what's in there. You never know, Hey, you never know.
Let's see, I got a comment here from Roman. Says Ryan goes to other states to garage sales now since there's too much competition in Florida. Is there any truth to that, Ryan? How's Florida going for you guys?
Bro, I'm in the freaking garage sale mecca.
Yeah,
it's insane. There's so many resellers here, and we all do good. You know, everybody has their little niche that they get. It seems like
Yeah.
There's enough to go around. If you're in an area where there's not a lot, there's got to be garage sales. You can go to garage sales and find stuff. You know, you just got to know what you're looking for.
So I hear the term oversaturated a lot. So you don't think it's oversaturated where you're at?
There's a ton of people. Trust me, I know a lot. I know a lot of them. There's freaking 80-year-olds at thrift stores looking stuff up, but you got to be there at the right time.
That's true.
It's all about timing. Be at the right place at the right time at the thrift stores.
And do you go with that strategy of letting the people at the garage sales know what you do? Like, do you let them know that you're a reseller?
Not usually. I'm trying to do it a little more. I think they know because I have a camera on my chest, so they got to know something's up.
Yeah, right.
They always ask about that, and I just say I have a YouTube channel, and I go to garage sales and try to find cool stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't totally do it. There's so many garage sales every weekend. I don't even make it to them all. When August, September, July, August is a little tough. It's a little slower, like it is up north in the winter. But there's still stuff. There's still sales.
So what's your main go-to sourcing spot? Is it thrift stores?
No.
Yard sales? Garage sales, yeah.
We go to garage sales. We go to thrift stores every once in a while. The bins, I haven't been. They don't let me film in the bins, so I don't go very often anymore. If we're over that way, we'll stop. But it's garage sales. Garage sales is the best. You're gonna get the best deals at a garage sale.
That's most definitely. We're about to hit garage sale season here in Tennessee.
Yeah, you can't beat the deals.
Yeah, I think they start this weekend. As a matter of fact, tomorrow will be the first one for us for the year. All right, middleman, what's up, man? Give us some knowledge on location and where you source from.
You got to adapt to your environment. Whatever's there to sell around you is what you need to be looking for. Like Florida, let's just say for instance, Florida. Yeah, we have a lot of garage sales, but we also it's the mecca for Disney. You know what I mean? So Disney is a hot selling company. Their items are, if you look online, they're everywhere. From toys to gift items to clothing, even postcards and things of that nature. So down here it's plentiful. No matter what garage sale or store you go to, you're gonna see Disney. So say if you're in a rural area, there's car parts, they're antique stores, there's just so much stuff that can be sold online. You just got to look and be open to what what's around you, and not just say because it looked like junk don't mean it's not worth anything. So you have to open your mind to it and really look, research, look it up. You'll find something. It's not that hard. For us down here, like Messa was saying, I hear people say saturated, but Florida is huge, and garage sales is plentiful. You know what I mean? You can go to the garage sale and you can see 10 resellers at the garage sale. Not everybody's looking for the same thing. Now if you go there and you're looking for games, that's one of the number one things everybody gonna be looking for, games. But you gotta look for electronics, smaller toys, even air mattresses sales online. It's so many little things that you can get, because when I go to, say if I arrive at a garage sale late, I have to pivot, okay, because I know the main things probably not gonna be there, like uh, uh, games, video games probably won't be there, systems probably won't be there, um, certain toys won't be there, so you got to pivot. You got to think what else sells. DVDs sell. A lot of people don't like to scan the DVDs because it's plentiful at garage sales. You see them everywhere. Even at the thrift store, you see them everywhere. Some of them are actually valuable, those DVD sets. Some of them are valuable. You could get them for 50 cents, get them for $1, get them for a quarter. Think about if you buy a DVD set for 50 cents and it's selling for $12, why not pick it up? You see what I'm saying? So, and you'll see those everywhere, you know. And if they probably give, I know, they probably give you a good deal on a lot of that stuff. If you want my attention, but you sniff it. It's gonna be all right. Yeah,
I'd
he's
like to
just a
say
Miami
something else.
fan. He's just a Miami fan. Don't worry. He's all right.
Oh,
I'd like to say something else though. When you're at a sale, just scan it, look it up. It don't matter if they're watching you or not. You could be texting somebody. Look that up. It's something. You're gonna find something that's worth money. I promise you.
yeah. So from my experience, I know yard sales are huge for us. We live probably 40 minutes from two bins, Goodwill bins, so it's not that far away. I don't film too much when I'm out and about, because I'm just too in the zone, I guess. I mean, I'll flash my iPhone around at certain things that sometimes when I go out, but I'm just in this. I get in the zone, I get locked in, and a lot of times I don't have a lot of time either because of all the other things I have going on. I've been spending like 30 minutes or less in thrift stores lately, just trying to jump in there, grab what I can, and jump out. But what Ryan said is true, man. I went to one yard sale. This lady had just finished some kind of nursing school or whatever, and she had all her textbooks and manuals and all these, all this college material from when she went to school. And I said, hey, do you mind if I scan through that crate of books to see if there's anything, that I can resell? And she was like, oh yeah, sure. And then she went and got more stuff out of her garage. So I just started scanning all these textbooks, because Amazon is still a great place to resell books if you can find the right ones. And I do have an Amazon account. I do sell on Amazon, mostly books nowadays, but definitely yard sales. I would agree. The bins have been glorious for me lately. I found two things at the bins a few weeks ago. I found like an old vintage polo tweed jacket, and I found a leather duster, which is perfect for like someone that wants to dress up for your thing you're going to tomorrow, middleman, the mega con in Orlando, if they want to pretend like they're Blade or whatever with that leather duster, you know what I'm saying? That leather trench coat. I sold a leather trench coat for like $90. I sold the polo jacket yesterday for $70. So yeah, I think that's $160 I made off those two jackets, and I probably spent $3 total on both of them. So the bins is a fantastic place to make huge profits. It takes some digging. It's kind of a nasty place.
You're gonna get dirty.
There's a lot of competition there for sure. I would say like, at least 70% of the people in there are resellers. But I find so much inventory there. And then thrift stores is right up there. I don't really resell too much online or from box stores like I used to. Ross used to be one of my go-to locations when they had a lot of Nike and stuff like that. I know Nike's finally coming back into Ross now. But like Middleman said, when they had their huge sales, their toy sales, it's always a great place to go. But now, I mean, from what I've seen now, I mean, I Whatnot's been pretty good too. I've gotten a couple scores off Whatnot and resold for a lot. Those I know a few shows ago I showed you guys those Jordans that I found on Whatnot. I paid $90 for them total with fees and everything. I just sold them on eBay for 170 plus shipping. So there's some good margins out there. And another key, like Middleman brought up, he paid $60 for the Top Gun Transformer. And a lot of things that people don't realize is sometimes when you want to make those really good margins, $60, $70, $80 margins, sometimes you have to pay up for those margins. You're not always going to find that dollar t-shirt that sells for $60. I mean, those are rare. That's why they sell for so much, because they're so rare. But the more common items are those ones that you pay $60, $70 for that will sell for 120, 160 or whatever. So you got to keep in mind, sometimes you got to invest more money than you really want to to make those bigger margins. What do you guys think about that idea, Chris?
Yeah.
Do you think that's something that I mean, I know you're a pallet guy and you buy in bulk, but
Well,
would
no,
you buy
man, you know,
something?
but you
Would you
still
buy
got
something for $100 if you knew you were going to make $100?
you still got to invest to make money. You know what I'm saying? Regardless to what it might be, something that you, if you can afford to hold on to it, you never know that $100 you spent might go up to 250. You never know. So if you can be patient on, if you got to get rid of it right back, and only gonna make $20 or $30, I'll suggest not to buy it for $100. I'm not gonna pump fake, but if I think it's gonna gross me more than that, yeah, I don't mind investing in that. Put some money in. You got to put money into your business to make money. So I don't mind if I have to jump out the limb and grab some stuff that's, you know, a little higher than I wanted it to be at that time, and I think it's gonna go, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. But if I can afford to sit on it, that's what I'll do. Sit on it and wait till the value is greater. I don't see what's nothing wrong with that. But if you can't afford to do that now, you can't afford that, don't do it. You know.
When it comes to high price items, I got to make no less than double my money when you come to those high price items. 9 times out of 10, you will. So when I'm spending and looking for items like that, or even just say air fryers and things of that nature, because some air fryers out there are worth a lot of money. You might have to spend $50, but some of them are worth like $200. You know, you got to scan.
Right.
Your value on the stuff got to. You pick what profit that you want. Your profit margin got to, be all right with you. Because if you spend that type of money, I don't think $5 or $10 is good enough for me. To me it don't make sense to spend 60 and make 10. I know, but if you got then again, if you got 1,000 of those items or 100 of them items, that might make sense because you're not just getting your profit back, but you're also getting $10. So would you walk over $10 was laying on the floor?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
So that some people, that's their game on Amazon, especially. They could have a lot of one item and they're only making $4 or $5 off that item, but they have so many of them that it's profitable for them. So
What do you think? What do you think, Ryan? Do you think what's your like standard profit margin, or does it matter to you? What are you looking for?
I always try to double up at least. But the good thing about reselling is you can start low and build yourself up to where you're buying bigger ticket items. You know what I mean? You don't have to have a bunch of money to start reselling and get into it. You can grow yourself up to that stage. But yeah, I got to double my money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm saying if you go to yard sales, yeah, you can buy something for $1 and make $2. But that's not even worth it?
Oh no, yeah, of course I'm not doing that. I ain't got time for that.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're talking double your money. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying if I buy a big ticket item, I have to at least double my money.
Okay.
The dollar items. Sorry, this thing's falling back.
Do you get involved in those big ticket items at all, or are you just basically looking for the cheaper and the most cost efficient? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for stuff that sells fast.
Yeah.
Now,
stuff that sells fast.
Yeah. Funny thing about yard sales.
Stuff. So.
Funny thing about yard. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Now, the funny thing about yard sales, you could run into a high dollar item. You know what I mean? For $5 or so. You know what I mean? I ran into $100 items and only spent $5 or $10 on it.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot easier to get it at yard sales than at these stores. Believe it or not, even electronics, little small electronics, you won't believe what they go for. And people don't think anything.
So like I don't know how the saying goes, but I know it's something like I'd rather get the quick nickel than the slow dime or something like that. So is that the quick nickel thing for you, Ryan? Is that the most important, the quick nickel?
I mean, it's nice. I have stuff that's slow sellers too. It's just I like variety. I'm not gonna I don't want to be pigeonholed into selling one thing. You know what I mean? I like the
Right.
variety. I like looking stuff up. I like, the research part of it just as much as the selling part of it. So, um, but yeah, I think you have to have a variety.
So what you think
Yeah,
about
I see.
clothing,
Well, I
Ryan?
see. I'd flip that. I'd flip that. Is sell through rate is the most important. That is very important. The sell through rate. If you ever look something up, especially on your eBay app, you can scan something. Uh, you know, if there's 75 available for sale and only 4 of them have sold in the last 90 days, the sell through rate's not very good. So I always look for like at least a 75, 80% sell through rate for me. I always look for like $15 or more profit margin. I try to keep it at 15. That's kind of my rule. Um, and it's hard, man. It's really hard, especially uh, in the beginning. It was like, man, if I can make $10, I'm gonna make $10. Like you said, I'm not gonna step over a $10 bill. I'm gonna pick it up. But you have to have a lot of discipline in this game because if you don't, if you're always grabbing those 5, 6, $7 profit margin items, you're gonna run out of space very fast in your garage, like I have. So try to set a standard, stay disciplined. Even when I know I can make $10 on this. I know I can make $10. It's like, nah, 15 is my cutoff. It's got to be $15 or more. So that's my rule of thumb, at least. Anytime Picker Roman agrees, variety is very good. You got to have some long tail items that it's going to take a while to sell. I know we've talked about this on the show before. I'm all about buying Christmas clearance stuff in January, and I'll hold on to it. I'm in a position where I can hold on to it until next Christmas if I have to. That's something to keep in mind. Some people don't have that ability to just hold on to it, buy and hold on to. Because I know Middleman and Buffalo Picker been buying up all the Transformers they can find because the movie's about to come out, right? So they're gonna buy it and hold on to it because once that movie comes out, the price is going to skyrocket, things are going to explode, the interest is going to be huge, and they're going to have all the goods for when that movie hits. But you have to have the ability to do that. Spend money that you're not going to make until future things happen. So that's another thing to think about. Do you do any of that, uh, Ryan? Do you buy with like the projection in mind, or are you just buying to see what you can sell immediately?
Not really. Yeah, I just try to buy to see what I can sell immediately. I'm not trying to. I mean,
Right,
we do buy Christmas stuff and Halloween stuff, and it doesn't sell as fast, so that's more long tail for us. But
right,
you
You know
know,
what? When it comes to that, I bought when we was in the Tennessee the longest yard sale last year,
right.
and I bought a gang of Christmas stuff that I know it's not gonna sell until probably this Christmas. So I put it up. Some of it is listed and some it isn't. But I know that it's gonna sell because it has higher sell through rate during the holidays and is worth more money. But though when you buy stuff during the summertime, you get Christmas stuff for pennies on the dollar. You know. Do you sell clothing also, Ryan?
not a whole. I like vintage clothes. I'll buy vintage clothes, but that's about it. Less, uh, mostly vintage.
Yeah, because you see down here, when we go to yard sales down here, it's so much clothing. You know what I mean? And I pass up a lot of name brand clothing
Yeah,
because I just don't want to deal
I don't
with it.
want to mess with it. It's not fun unless it's old school vintage stuff.
Yeah.
I like fun stuff.
Yeah,
I like
my
fun stuff.
my my rule of thumb on that is when I buy clothing items, I try to buy things that cost more, like a jacket. A jacket's going to cost more than a t-shirt is going to cost. So I'll buy a name brand jacket, but I wouldn't buy the name brand t-shirt. I wouldn't buy the name brand, scarf or whatever. I'll buy the jacket, the long sleeve, crew neck sweatshirt. I'll buy that. I'll buy the Carhartt jeans, the Carhartt jackets, but I won't buy the Carhartt t-shirts. It's kind of the clothing item that would cost more if it was new is the clothing items I like to pick up. Shoes have been huge for me. Shoes is probably the number one thing I recommend to everybody. Get into shoes. Shoes has the greatest profit margins that I've ever come across in this game. Um, because it's hard to find the vintage stuff. It is, vintage is very, very valuable. It's a very profitable sector to get into, the vintage game, but it's harder to find. Shoes are just everywhere. I can buy a pair of Brooks shoes at Goodwill for $6.99 and sell them for $30, $25 easy all the time. So, but like Eric said, the clothing sucks a little bit because you have to do measurements and you have to do this and that, and every little stain matters and all that stuff. It's kind of a headache. There's nothing like buying something new. I mean, new is new, new with tags, new in package, you know. But what about the pallet game, Chris? I know you're in the pallet game a little bit. What would you think would be your number one advice if someone wanted to buy a pallet of something? What's the number one advice, Chris?
Do your research. Do your research. Make sure you have the space to even be dealing with that. Make sure your logistics and everything can be in your favor. So when you have to pay for that bulk, it's not going to bust you up too bad, And like the main thing, do your research. You do your research and you feel good about what you're looking at and about the stuff that you're getting.
I gotta figure out what this beep is. I'll be right back. Sorry, man.
Especially when you buying pallets, man. You don't want no garbage. You don't want nothing you got to throw away. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully you can make it do that. Like that, man. So pallets are a fun game, man. But you got to have the space. You got to have the time. You got to be able to get stuff situated, put where it need to be. But my main advice is to make sure you do your research on who you getting the pallet from, make sure it's worth it, all that little stuff, man. Even when you just going to do little average sourcing, it's the same technique, just on a bigger scale.
Do you think pallets is more of a veteran's game, right? It's probably more of a veteran's game when you figure out kind of what you want to do.
Well, no, man, shit. We were no veterans and we jumped off and we drove all the way to Indiana.
You took the plunge, huh?
Man, it was like Sanford or something. Me and my bro, we was talking about it. Me, my wife, and my bro was talking about it, and we was just like one Saturday we got up like we finna roll, and we just rolled on up there because we heard about the little spot. You know what I mean? And we just took it, man. I'm telling you, we was loaded down to the ground, man. You know what I'm saying? And we made good money though. So the whole experience was cool, and it got us our feet wet in a different avenue, because we hadn't done that yet. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we wouldn't know guys that been in the game for 4-5 years. Yeah, it's thunder, so yeah, man, but it's fun. It is fun though, but you got to have time to be able to break that shit down, get that shit listed where you want it, get that shit put where you need it. Oh man, and but yeah, it's just something you can do, man. Just take a plan, take a plan. Especially definitely spend that money like that. You're gonna spend that money in a lump sum. You spending a lump sum of money. So you gotta be looking at, hey, and my interest return or everything else. You know what I mean? So I doubt it if it is, so you might want to take it and charge it. Yeah, so it's okay. I like it. I got money on the books. Like I said, been snooping around, getting ready to make a power move soon. But I like that, man.
Definitely, yeah.
Pallets are okay.
Gotta have a little bit. Okay. Gotta have a little bit of gamble in you for sure.
Man, you gotta gamble in life, man. Roll with a winner because life's a gamble, baby.
Pallets more profitable than going to these stores and stuff.
Correct. Because you're getting stuff, you're getting pennies on the dollar to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Yeah. And if you getting that good, you ain't getting no junk, man. I'm telling you, man, we had so many air fryers, bro. We ran through them air fryers, man, like no other, man. I'm not telling you no joke, man. Them air fryers rumbled, bro. You know, you have you 35 air fryers and you ran through all of them with no problems. No feet, no too much talking about the price too much. You getting a brand new air fryer for less than you're gonna get in the stores.
Yeah.
You don't think they're gonna jump on that? And a lot of people did. So yeah, just do your research, man. And take a chance, man. You never know. You never know, man. Take a chance.
Woo.
Go ahead, man. Take a shot.
Want to give a shout out. Nashville Flippers are in the house. I'm glad everybody's concerned about Ray in Nashville. You know, he lives 10 minutes away from me, and no one's concerned about me. But hey, be safe out there, Ray. Just messing around. I checked my mail today. Didn't get no hat from Ray. It's all good. No hat from Ray in the mail.
They're like last season, them having thunderstorms over there too.
Oh yeah, you watching the windows and stuff?
Yeah, flashing in the back.
Church rummage sales. Cheryl said church rummage sales. Man, church rummage sales were huge for me when I was building my restaurant. I hit up a lot of church rummage sales, got a lot of stuff really cheap in those rummage sales. And that's how it is anyway. I mean, whether I'm shopping to resell stuff online or I'm shopping just for me and finding cheap stuff for the business, yard sales, rummage sales, all that stuff is key. Shout out to Jennifer. I know she came in late. It's all good, Jennifer. We still love you. Always. The love will never fade. You ever got into buying pallets before, Golf Coast? Is that something you just strictly eBay, or you dip your toes in Amazon or anything else a little bit?
eBay, Macari, Poshmark. Never been on Amazon. Except for my wife buying stuff. That's about it.
Yeah, were you ever interested in selling on Amazon?
I mean, I don't know. I'm so busy right now. I don't know how I could add something else to it. I've thought about it. Yeah, I reached out to Buff to see, but I didn't follow through with it because right now I have no time for nothing.
Yeah.
I don't get a whole lot of new stuff to sell on there right now that I could do now. But if I went full time, then I would probably look into it.
Is that something that you're thinking about in the future, Brian? Is full time on the horizon for you, or do you really like your job a lot?
Hearing aids ain't what I used to. I like helping people hear, getting them to spend the money for the knowledge and not just the cheap product from Costco or the internet is getting a lot tougher and tougher every year.
Right.
And now the government passed over the counter, which a lot of them, they get it sent to them and they got to set it up themselves on the computer. So they don't really want to do that, but they still want cheap over expertise. I guess I could say.
Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of things. A lot of people want cheap. They want cheap, man. That's hard. Like the key. Yeah, it's very hard.
So that's why
I appreciate what you do, because being former military and having a bunch of brothers in arms that are retired with hearing issues that wear hearing aids. I mean, one of my golf buddies, I golf every Sunday. That's my, my mental health rest day, golf Sunday. One of my best friends in the world, he's got hearing aids in both ears. And it's changed his life, man. It really has. It's changed his life. So I appreciate and love what you do. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you. Yeah, I love helping people hear. It's getting them to want the help is the hard
I think
part.
the key he said for me was he's like, as long they're able to catch it earlier and earlier now. And that's the key. I guess it's something with how your brain works. It's able to adapt earlier on than it is later on in life. So for those of you out there having hearing problems,
take care of it as quick as possible. There's a difference between hearing sounds and understanding speech. Two different things. Once your speech understanding is gone, hearing aids do not bring that back. And that's what the general public doesn't understand. They put it off until they only get 50% speech understanding with hearing aids and think, it's our fault that they put it off for so long and the hearing aids don't help them hear perfectly like they did when they were 10 years old. It's either the hearing aid's fault or the specialist's fault, not their own fault ever.
That's what I love about this show. We don't just talk about reselling. We talk about your health, your safety, your hearing loss. We got it all covered. Live for no reason, baby. That's what I'm talking about. So we're gonna end here pretty soon. But middleman, give us a little preview, kind of this big show going on in Orlando tomorrow. I told Buff I was gonna try to make it down, but the restaurant is hosting a Sweet 16 party, for this show, so I can't make it. I chase dollars. That's the number one thing. I got to chase the dollars, man. We're hosting this big party, so I got to be there for that. But what's your goal, intention? Because I covered this. I did a video on my YouTube channel about the horror con that I went to, and kind of how my mindset was going into it. Do you have a game plan? What's this all about?
Well, I plan on going there, and I wanna find a booth or two that are gonna give me the best deals, because I'm looking for GI Joes, Transformers, wrestling, anything and everything that makes some money. If I find something new, um, because I just heard about this mythic. What's the name of that? Mythic something. I just seen it on a video, and they sell action figures too, and I'm gonna look at that too. I'm gonna look at a few other things when I get in there, and I'm gonna try to pick Buff brain a little bit to see what he looks at when he see the floor, because he's been to more than I have. So I want to see what he, what his mind frame and when he walks in there. But basically, I'm gonna be looking for everything that's worth something, or double my money on, or something that nobody really sees. You know what I mean? So I want to make a whole round on the whole show. But if I can't, and I spend most of my money at one area, then that's what's gonna be. Whoever gives me the best deal, that's who I'm gonna be spending my money with.
And
But
this
also
is you said this is your last. This is probably gonna be your last spend for a while, right? You're gonna spend some money at this show and then kind of shut it down for a while.
yep, until I probably don't pick back up the spending probably in August, maybe just before fourth quarter.
That's important. That's the other thing we don't really talk about too much, because I know Big Buff got the deepest pockets of anybody I know. But and he is the funnest person to go to one of these shows with. I had the pleasure of going to a show with him, just watching him in action, wheeling and dealing. He's really fun to be with, man, in person. But how do you guys feel about that? Because I know a lot of people get into that. I want to spend, spend, spend. It's so much fun to go shop and buy things, and I'm never want to pass up on a deal, no matter what. It doesn't matter how big my inventory gets over here of unlisted items. I cannot pass up on a very good deal ever. I just can't do it. But is there at any point where you guys just shut it down, try to get everything listed that you have? Maybe the market's slowing down a little bit. You want to save a little bit of that money. What is your kind of cutoff point to where you stop spending and try to list more? You got one of those, Chris? Do you have a stop spending limit?
No, because I don't have a limit. See, that's the difference. I don't have a limit, bro. If I want it, I'm gonna get it. If I want to keep doing it, I'm gonna do it. But I'm not a greedy spender either. I'm gonna spend my money smartly. But yeah, if I want it, I can afford it. I'm gonna get it. It don't matter the ticket. If that's what I want, I'm getting that. But when it comes to the reselling, you got to play your money smart, man. And you better not be trying to spend your rent money on hustling.
Uh-uh.
If you're trying to do that, you're gonna have a problem. By
What's
itself.
up, Buff?
You
Oh,
feel?
look
What's
at
up,
Big Daddy
You know
Kane, Wild
Orlando?
Wild West. Man,
You in Orlando?
Look like an Orlando hotel to me.
yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah, he's somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Tell him to get his internet right, man.
Yeah, he's somewhere with bad connection. What do you think,
Yeah.
Brian? Is there a point where you just cut your spending off?
I haven't got there yet. I make garage selling content on YouTube, so I always gotta be buying that garage sales.
Sometimes you just got to go spend money to make.
I just gotta go spend money to make the content. So
Look,
I
Cat,
haven't came to that part yet. I do have a huge freaking death pile though.
Yeah, I do
cash flow is everything in this game. You got to have that money coming back in. If you don't have that money coming back in, you're gonna get yourself in a lot of problems.
Yeah.
You got to have that money coming back in. Cash flow kills a lot of these small businesses. So just be aware of what your limit is and what you have available. Don't look at what could be available. Look at what's available.
Because you had what the
Because if you don't, you'll get yourself in a lot of trouble.
Well, see, my opinion is the way most of us on this show right here are doing it is my favorite way to do it, because whatever money I make in my reselling business, I can reinvest every single cent back into it. I can do that, and it doesn't affect my monthly budget at all. If I make $200 selling a T-shirt, I could spend all $200 right back at the thrift store and still make my car payment, my insurance. I can make every payment because I don't rely on reselling to fund myself. That's the best position you can be in.
That's a blessing, bro. That's a blessing.
It's a blessing. It really is, because I look at my eBay sent my payout. eBay sent my $347 payout this morning. They sent it to me. I'm gonna have it tomorrow in the bank. I can go down to the thrift store tomorrow and spend all $347 if I want to. And it has zero effect on my livelihood, zero effect on my finances, zero effect on anything. And that's what I love the most about it, because I'm like Chris said, I'm never at a point where I have to slow down because I'm not making enough money to reinvest it. I need a new computer. So I'm like, hey, I'm going to save up some of these eBay funds. I'm going to go down to Best Buy or wherever. I'm going to buy me a brand new computer, nice shiny one, right, with all the features. And it doesn't affect me at all. Rent's still getting paid. It doesn't matter. If I want the new Jordans that are coming out, if I want the new sneakers that are coming out, I'm going to go buy them because it doesn't affect me at all. So that's the blessing that we have, is we can do that. Some people, reselling is all they do. It's a full-time hustle for them. They don't have those luxuries that I have. They have to smartly spend every single penny on everything that they're doing. So be very careful out there with your spending habits. Like a lot of people you see on Instagram say, if it's sitting in your death pile, it's not making you any money. So get that stuff listed. That should be a priority over shopping. Listing should be your priority over going to the thrift store. So you gotta be able to cut yourself off. Takes discipline. I understand that. But last words of advice. I'm gonna try to cut this thing off. I was hoping to get Buffalo on, but he's in the hotel chilling in Orlando, hanging out with Mickey Mouse. He's in y'all's country right now. But give me some last words, Chris. Some love, some anything. What you got?
Man, I just hope everybody enjoy the rest of the beautiful Friday night, and thanks for hanging out with us. And appreciate y'all. And thank you, Gulf Coast, for representing the U and all that stuff. Whatever, okay, I got you. Buckeye boy around here, but I understand. Hey, I understand. But yeah, man, I just wish the best for everybody. Keep your mind right. Keep your game tight. God bless, man. That's all I can give y'all right now.
What you got, middleman?
I say everybody have a good weekend. Stay safe out there. Hopefully everybody's watching the weather and not getting themselves in any danger. Just enjoy life, man. Have fun. It don't matter if you like the U or Florida State or whatever. Just enjoy life, man, and watch out for your loved ones and treat everybody with respect. That's all I got. You know what I mean?
Stay sucker free. You better stay sucker free now. You better stay sucker free.
And have a great weekend.
And y'all have a great weekend down there, man, in Mickey World, man. Y'all enjoy it. Buff.
Nice
have fun. Get at me when you get some time, big bro. And
hey, Ryan,
hey,
Gulf Coast.
I'm gonna be online on y'all ass, so I'm gonna see something. I'm gonna be at y'all phones. I'm letting y'all know right now. I'm gonna be at y'all phones. So
I'm gonna try to record some things. I know Buff's gonna be recording. I'm gonna try to.
I'm gonna be at y'all, bro. So, like I said, y'all have a safe trip, man, and enjoy, man.
All right, Ryan, what you got? Give us some words of wisdom, baby.
First off, I want to say thanks for having me on. Appreciate it. It was fun. Just stay blessed. Go out there, get them goodies. have fun, enjoy life, be safe up there in the storms y'all got. That's it. Stay blessed.
I will say this as my last words, as Buffalo always says, give people flowers while they're still around. We have heavy hearts here in Nashville. We had a deadly school shooting recently that just broke my heart. And then a few days ago, we had 9 soldiers killed in a training accident right here down the street from where I'm at, out of Fort Campbell. There's a lot of pain and suffering in this world, man. Hold on to the ones you love. Give people their flowers while they're still around, as Buffalo would say at this moment. Be safe out there. Hold your loved ones close. Call your mom. Text your mom if she's still around. And I want you guys to have a good weekend. I thank you so much for hanging out with us. Those ride or dies that are always in the chat, hanging out with us. There's nothing more than I love than you guys out there. And if you ever need anything, someone to talk to, I'm available. Instagram, S Hall Diggs on Instagram. All of us are real stand-up people on Instagram, man. Anytime I message any one of the people that's on the show, or even in the people in the chat, they always respond pretty quickly, man. So you're never alone, especially in social media world and this reselling world. You're never alone. Trust me on that. I've always got the answers that I've seeked from other resellers, from people. We care about each other. It's all we got, man. So have a good weekend. Love you guys. Thanks for hanging out.
I forgot
Go
one
ahead.
thing.
Go ahead.
All about the U, baby.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck to Miami this weekend. They're in the Final Four. Good luck. All right. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.